Everybody, this is Harry, and this is our show, Music Matters. Today we have with us Clemente and her amazing band. Guys, would you mind introducing yourselves, what you play?
Cool. I'll go first. My name's Terrence, and I play the bass.
My name is Clemente, and I'm vocals.
My name's Parker, and I'm on rhythm guitar.
I'm Joseph, and I'm lead guitar.
Chandler Sneed, I'm on drums.
All right, awesome. So normally at this point in the show, we have a lot of very fun band names, but I think I can guess where you got your band name from.
My parents. Yeah, I mean, when I started the whole thing, 2022, 21, I had been in multiple different cover bands and original bands, and get to a certain point, I feel like, as a musician, I mean, especially as singers, you want to start your own thing. And I met actually Terrence in one of those bands that I was in, and I called him up. Been like a year or two maybe, and I was like, "Hi, Terrence.
Hi, Chloe.
I got this thing going. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but long story short, I had a lot to say, and I'm like, I need to use my name because I'm going to. It has that commitment. It has that weight, and just got to get that done. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. How did you get the whole crew together? Where did you meet everybody?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Terrence, of course, I met in a separate band, original band, and jammed out together for like a year, put out some music and stuff, and then that unfortunately broke up. So I met him there. Then I met Parker on Facebook. Basically, I almost said Facebook Marketplace, but it was.
It's like a musician, Mark.
It was the DFW chat and stuff.
I see.
I put out a ping. I was like, "Hey, guitarist wanted. Somebody help me. Need to have at least like 6 years of experience." I was very specific. I always tell my students, I'm like, you got to be specific with those things, because if you just do a shot in the dark, like, you never know what you're going to get. And so luckily, he's amazing. He's here. And Parker, thank you. Joseph, I met like within a couple years of being at Collin College, which is right down the road. It's funny, I used to take the exact path from McKinney, where I reside, to go to school. So known you like what, 4 years?
4 years or so.
4
Yeah.
years. And then
It's crazy.
Terrence and Joseph have just been here from day one. They are like a part of like the founding members of the band. Had my friend Tyler in for a while, but he moved to Florida.
Rest in
Job
peace.
stuff. Right?
And then Chandler, I met the same way I met Parker, just on DFW Musicians, and I was like, that's right?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta
So she's kind of like a Facebook stalker for
Yes,
musicians.
I am. I own that.
We all
Good
got a
one.
little stalker in us. Sometimes you need it.
A fun stalker.
Yeah, fun stalker.
Yeah, there
It
you
wasn't
go.
a weird stalker.
I did my best, y'all. All I can do is my best. And
have you seen like the crazy ex-girlfriend meme?
Oh my god.
She's
You
like-
need to take you need to take a picture of that and change that as make that your profile picture.
No.
Nice.
You got
Yeah.
your OBS on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so by some amazing turn of events, just God himself, I have amazing people with me. So, yeah.
That is great. Actually, Joseph, we know because he used to help out with when we were setting up the studio. It's been a little bit since he's been here, but
Yeah.
Alumni.
yep,
Alumni.
yep,
There you
yep.
go.
Nice.
Coming,
We go.
coming back
We
home.
proceed.
Hell yeah.
We persist.
Yeah, yeah. It was actually back quite a ways. I think we met you before when we did open mic night at the Revel.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we took Ryan, my other son, up there. That was probably one of the first times that he had played. It was probably maybe not the first, but it was definitely one of the first times that he had played up on stage. And he's got, obviously he's gotten a lot better since then. But
That's amazing.
yeah, it's just persistence. You just kind of go through stuff and
You do. I mean, it's never easy. And I mean, open mic nights, it's awesome. I love sending people to open mic nights in general. I always send my students. I mean, shoot,
Yeah.
I work at Rock Stars of Tomorrow.
Yep.
Frisco. But I always send them everywhere I can. I'm like, okay, show up at this place. You never know what's going to happen, and
It's
you always
great
gotta
for
meet people.
experience. The unfortunate thing is that most people show up, they play their set, they leave, and they don't stick around to watch the other bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but that's the way that it happens. I'm happy with the way that we do our festivals because people tend to stick around longer, and I have a little more control over where the bands are, so I try to put bands that are kind of similar in style by each other, so that there's a higher likelihood that your fans will also become fans of the next band, and vice versa. So it kind of becomes a little sticky, and you learn to find new music, new musicians, and
Yes, definitely.
so that's one thing that I never liked about the open mic nights is. Plus, they were always like an afterthought for a lot of the venues. It's like they wanted to do original music, but
Yeah, it needs to be done properly. I always tell people, I'm like, no matter if it's an open mic night, some random show, competitions even, you're not going there ultimately. Like, obviously, you want to go someplace and you want to show your best, but you got to get to know the people there. You got to network like any other industry.
agreed, totally, 100%. Unfortunately, a lot of the venues, though, they'll do cover bands and they'll do the tribute bands because it's a known quantity. They know they can make money on it. Original
Yeah.
music is a big risk for.
It is.
Yeah, I mean yeah, that's a good call. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
I looked up at the projector. I was like,
Yeah, I should probably turn that off.
Mad loud.
It only took us 7
But not
minutes.
so
to figure that
quiet.
out.
It's all right.
Yeah, but it's but yeah, we're committed to original music. Obviously, we're a recording studio. We got into the promotion side of it because we had some just god awful experiences.
I'm sure.
We did some we cut our teeth in doing live sound. Joseph remembers because he remembers our god awful setup that we had with analog and all that. We've since upgraded and have a rack
yeah,
mount
Joseph,
version
you
of this.
remember Little Barry, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, Little Barry's back there.
Yeah.
He's back. He's
Little
still
Barry.
here.
Yeah, so we have like a little, it's a, what's it called, a Zizans or whatever, little Behringer, 12-channel mixer.
Okay.
So we, Duncan, one of the other guys that we work with, he's a pretty goofy guy. He started calling it Little Barry.
Very.
No,
Oh,
the
that's
way that
cute.
y'all are talking about it is giving like Scrappy Doo energy. Just like we don't talk about him, and
We don't talk about
we don't talk about Scrappy Doo, dude.
That's true.
We don't.
Oh man, I feel bad now. I like Scrappy Doo.
He's
adorable. I
They
think
did.
he's cute.
It's
No respect.
cooler though, bro.
no respect.
That's true.
Yeah,
No respect.
but it's like he'll get there. He's scrapping to get there.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best.
Yeah, so we went through a lot of different things. I'm sure you went through these. You guys were looking at the bingo cards before, which are really just ideas of discussion starters. But we cut our teeth on doing some live sound and figured out how to do that all wrong, and then finally figured out how to do it all right.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, we had a few shows that we did with promoters that just ended up being like awful.
And that happens.
So we show up at a place, and we had an artist, and we were backing with a live band who had a very dynamic voice, and so super high tenors, and his backtracks had tons of 808s, and we were running click track and everything else like that. The first time we play at the venue, the sound guy knows what he's doing, no problem.
Nice.
The next time, a month later, that we're playing at the venue, sound guy could have been the best sound guy in Dallas, but he didn't. He was new and did not know anything. Couldn't do the click track.
In there.
Couldn't do anything.
That hurts.
We had the promoter that had us playing on a Sunday night, and Ryan was supposed to go on at 7:00. He had a friend coming down from Denton, a friend who had to work at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Blake had to drive it back down to Tarleton after the gig
First date, yep.
for 2 hours.
It was only an hour and a half, but was it if the gig was at 9, I would have gotten out there until like at least 9:30, probably 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Hour and a half back. Then I get to get up at 5:20 in the morning.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Ryan was supposed to go on at 7, and they said you didn't sell enough tickets, so you're going on at 9:30. And we're like, well, we didn't say we didn't sell any tickets. We said, we sold some tickets. And
Yeah.
they're like, the guy wanted to have his band go on earlier.
Yeah.
It's like, no. We picked up our stuff and left. We've had a lot of experiences like that, and it's like, I could do a better job.
Yeah, and I mean, it really just depends on the situation. I mean, heck, you had some stuff going on there. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Just this. Sometimes it's a circumstance, and I mean,
Music deserves better, and it's. We put a lot of passion into it, and I know that you guys do too. People do original music because they love music, not because necessarily you're going to be the next whoever. But I mean, sure, if that happens, everybody's happy, that it did. But people do it because they want to have fun, and they want to express themselves, and put their energy out there and do that kind of stuff. And it doesn't always materialize in that way. So
yeah, my dream is just to sustain, honestly, as long as I can, as far as I can go. That's my thing. Every aspect, at least of my life, is fully involved in music, like all of it. I work as a vocal coach. I work as a band coach. Obviously, shout out to Liar Liar. I love y'all. I love those kids. They're amazing. I got to actually go to the Whiskey Go Go with them when they went and stuff. And then it's funny. I'm from California, so and I used to play there all the time. My old band and I, it's called Surge and Stuff. We're actually gonna play one of those originals later on, but. We used to be the backing band over there.
Oh.
So very interesting turn of events and just kind of twist of fate,
How did you end up here?
Oh my goodness. What a story. I'm so glad you asked. So that band that I just mentioned broke up. We did not we all grew up together basically. It's like 4 years. I started with them when I was like 14 barely. And I'm now 23, still best friends with all of them and stuff. But the band broke up. The guitarist and drummer, their parents ended up, they were brothers. Their parents ended up divorcing. That whole thing happened. My dad ended up moving jobs. And it was just within 2 weeks, I get a phone call. Hey, band's broken up. So there you go. And it was not the best moment in my life, I will say. It was not a happy move, but I'm glad it happened. I've seen what has happened off of that, so it's amazing. I mean, basically, start of 2019, I'm here. I meet Joseph like a year later, I think, and year or two later. And I mean, at that point in my musical career, I was just a vocalist and performer. I was not a teacher at that point. I didn't even think of being a teacher, I didn't really like kids, like at all. I was like, disgusting, honestly.
Ew.
Get the sticky hands away from me, please. Yeah.
Thanks for not shaking me as a kid.
I'm pretty sure I dropped you a couple of times. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
No, but I mean, just the twist of fate and everything, like I said, it led me to where I'm at today, and I don't regret any of it. It's beautiful. But yeah, I went into Collin College right down the road. My parents gave me the option, either join the military or go to college, or join a band. So I was
Hey, band was on the list. That's
band
good.
was on the list. My parents, 10 supportive. I couldn't ask for better parents as far as that goes. They're amazing. They've always supported me, which is just my greatest blessing, honestly.
Can
Besides
I
my
step in
students.
and
Yes.
expose your family.
Yes,
briefly?
expose them.
I did
They deserve
another
it.
podcast with her. And we go up.
Oh my
We're in
god.
her house. I go up to their. Is it like a music
Girl.
room or a media room or something?
Yeah.
And there's just pictures of Chloe.
Oh my gosh.
Painting the walls, and I was not expecting that. I walk in and I'm like, who is
I think
that?
I think I told you before too. I was like, just a warning. My mom decorated.
She decorated, and yeah, it's of. I was like, how many shows have you done? Because back in California,
300
yeah,
at the very least
you had a
in
lot of
California.
experience. So I was just
Jesus
like, dang, there's. Young
I came
Chloe
in.
and so many pictures of past experiences. I think it's pretty cool, but
Yeah,
they're very supportive in that they.
Definitely,
That's great.
definitely. I'm very grateful. But yeah, just it is kind of weird every once in a while. I'll walk in that room and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this. And it's just all like,
How
Or, like-
how funny would it have been if, like, your parents, you know, knowing that Joseph was coming over, that they just decided, you know what, let's redecorate a little bit, just put a shit ton more Chloe pictures up on all the walls.
I would have died. Because, like, no. No. Yeah, because at least as far as my knowledge, like, of myself, ego had to be learned. You know, like, I'm not. That's a difficult thing for me, but yeah. But yeah, so my thought process, I chose college because I was like, I don't know anything about music theory. I don't know anything about audio engineering. The audio engineering part actually is like my little thing. I'm like, I don't want to be the dumb singer. I don't want to not know what's going on because I don't like not knowing things. I like to be able to fix things. I'm very independent and self-sufficient that way. So I noticed I was running into issues like each time I'd play a gig, you know, just I was like, I have no clue what's going on and I can't help. So I ended up getting certified as an audio engineer. So I have an associate's in commercial music, audio engineering, studio track. That's how I met Joseph and everything,
Yeah.
and also music management. So yeah,
That's
graduated
awesome.
in 2022. And yeah, and then I became studio manager at the school I work at for a little while, and then had to step down because it's what I want to do, you know? So, yeah.
Well, Blake is going to school for music business.
Dude.
It's kind of funny because, so you mentioned you had 3 choices, right?
Yes.
Music, military, or band.
Yes.
I'm doing all 3.
Yeah. You're doing all 3?
Yeah.
So,
What branch are you?
So right now I'm trying to pursue a commission in the U.S. Army.
Okay. That's where I would have been at.
Specifically the National Guard, because I don't want to do it full time. I just want to do it part time.
Dude.
But yeah, all 3. That's basically what I'm doing.
My old guitarist, Matt, who, you know, the California band, he just graduated from Navy, you know, basic. So there you go. Just, I guess it's a trait among all musicians. You know, they kind of consider the military, so that's nice.
Well, military has a lot of
Benefits and
it has a lot of benefits. It's a good paying job
Yes.
for a lot of people because it's a way out of a economically restrictive situation.
yes.
There's organization and structure that's you know sometimes people need to to be able to you know just
Thrive.
Yeah.
figure out how to get their life.
Well,
In order.
If you're gonna be depressed, you might as well get paid to be depressed.
No, I agree. I mean, shoot, like I'm.
Don't go Full Metal Jacket on me, dude.
I swear, man.
No, he's crashing out over there.
He's crashing.
No.
Control your boy. Control your boy.
A lot of my buddies ended up enlisting, man. Like I got one buddy who just came
Left
back
behind.
Well, I got one buddy who just came back from South Korea. He's in New York now.
Hey yo.
But like, yeah, anytime I talk to one of my buddies who's like active duty, they're, you know, it's just like, oh, at least I'm getting paid to be depressed.
There you go. There you go. And I mean, shoot, my dad was a colonel. So that's, you know, I already kind of knew going in. I was like, okay, if all else fails, you know, I got up until this age to join a branch, you know, but for now, I'm just going to try not to do that.
I hate to say this and don't take
Say
offense at it, but Colonel Clemente in the library with the candlestick. Sergeant Mustard and
Yeah. That's it right there.
Yeah.
I take no offense. It's fine.
had the flashback because my wife used to love that game.
Oh
Clue.
my goodness.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
It took us a second.
they actually made a version of a version of Clue that had a videotape. And I think we might have it somewhere.
Oh
I
my
think we
God.
even have a
Really need that.
videotape player.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Episode 2. Let's go. We're playing Clue.
Yeah, more game.
That's hilarious. But yes, it's depression. I think is also like a common thread with musicians. You know,
That's what my first release was about. I mean, we're not going to play that one tonight, but Angels Cry, it's about basically breaking out of that and choosing, despite all just voices, just follow your own and just echoing your own artistic expression and stuff. It's funny, a lot of people think the song is about killing yourself, which is hilarious because it's not. It's, you know, the chorus is you know, I don't want to live where the angels cry, you know. That's the tag and everything. But really it's just I don't want to live in a world where creative people especially, but you know, just kind people are put down for basically nothing, you know, or just being used as doormats and stuff. So there you go.
yeah. Well, and unfortunately, that's part of the human condition. It feels. If you feel bad, putting somebody else down makes you feel better, even though it shouldn't. I don't understand.
I don't get it. It's, yeah. But anyway, now that we've covered the world.
Yeah. Okay. So more lighthearted topic.
Real quick.
He said, wait.
No, that whole time. Maybe it's because I have a really messed up sense of humor. My head was just be like, don't make that joke, like, don't make that joke, don't make
Wait.
Go ahead.
Do
Make
it.
it.
Go
Do
ahead.
it.
Make it.
Do it.
Might as well kill yourself, because look at the world you're living in now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Not even a joke. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
it's just like an intrusive thought. That's like an inside thought.
Well,
That's
like,
not an
my
outside
thing
thought.
is, I'm already here, so I'm going to burden as many people with my presence as possible because at this point, I have a vendetta against life itself.
I live out of spite.
I live out of spite.
Light.
Death wants me, can't have me. Yeah.
Sounds like sounds like you may have a stalker.
It's death. It stalks us every day. We get closer.
Have you seen, like, was it the Family Guy version of Death?
Yes!
I love
Norm.
it. Yes.
Is that what
Yeah, like
Norm!
I forgot his whole name. I know they called him Norm.
Norm.
That's
Norm the
crazy.
Grim Reaper.
No, I just remember the clip where, like, Death gets in a car wreck,
And it
and
gets
then
super
Death comes out. It's like,
Super
am I
dead.
dead? Yeah, super
Over
dead.
death. Super death.
Super dead.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's all about me and stuff. And I mean, I guess I should explain the genre and everything that we play. I mean, 80s rock. I grew up listening to that. I love it. Me pursuing music, I grew up on just Guns N' Roses specifically. That's my mom's favorite band. I inherited her music taste with my dad's vocal ability, if that makes sense.
Okay.
She has a great tone, but my dad has huge range and just, you know, he actually is the reason I started. He brought home a karaoke machine from the Philippines and he was singing and I was like, I want to do that. And I want to do that. And I grew up just watching these rock bands. And then it's funny, I actually grew up watching Hannah Montana, which is a lot of my students' inspiration as well. So I was like, I want to live like that. So by day, I am a music teacher, you know, just mentor, you know, anything I can be for them. And then by night, I do my music thing. And yeah.
And then Hannah Montana grows up and becomes
Yes. Yes. But I mean,
yeah.
I have just an 80s twist on this. But this is where we're at.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know, you have to get inspiration from somewhere. I guess it's if your dad had brought home a power drill, then you might be Chloe the tool girl or something.
The power
I
driller.
do like fixing things, so there you go. I would have been fine. Nah, my friend Matt, you know, Navy guy, he goes, Chloe, if you became an astronaut and they put you in a room, you would find something to do. like if they put you in a room by yourself for 3 days, you would be fine. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll
Right.
take it.
I think he's saying like you'll just start seeing people and just like have a conversation.
Oh, totally. I'd be like, what's up? I'd start like quoting vines.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
he's counting stealing script. Maybe you're actually just in a room. Maybe you're in a room for 3 days so far, and it's all just like a fever dream.
No,
Jesus.
seriously.
I'm so confused.
I mean,
Like,
shoot.
what type of room? Like
A rubber room.
Is that what he said? Like a rubber room? Is there anything in the room? I have so many
Crazy?
Crazy.
Crazy.
I was crazy.
Crazy once.
Oh my god.
Room. A rubber room.
A
With rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy.
I
The brain cell was shared.
Wow.
That
You
was
guys
awesome.
are.
I wish I knew what y'all were referencing, but that was beautiful.
You would have loved it.
I honestly don't know where that comes from. I just like,
Yeah.
that's the thing you say when somebody says crazy. You just go, crazy.
I was crazy
We're not
once.
gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
We can't go in another loop again.
No.
Keep around.
Another loop.
But yeah. Anyway, so that's who I am and stuff. And then I wanna let these guys, you know. Do y'all have anything you want to promote, real quick? Just music wise, anything like that. Oh?
Yes, I guess I should
Do it.
You should.
promote my other bands that I'm in.
Okay.
Euphoria, my new metal tribute band that I play guitar in.
Okay.
Cinema for the Blind.
I love them.
Original. Yeah, Chloe
We
Cinema.
haven't played with them yet, and I'm so sad.
Well, it's gonna happen.
I need it to happen.
But yeah, I play bass and I play keys in that band. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all all.
Aw.
And my other cover band, Trending Upward, I play drums in. I want to shout out them too. If you are listening to this, hi. Hi, Matt.
What's the
Hi,
other?
Josh.
What's the other band that you play drums in?
Trending Upward.
Trending Upward.
Yeah, that's a cover band. Early aughts rock and all that jazz.
So Euphoria. What was the second one?
Cinema for the Blind.
Cinema for the Blind. These are all covers.
Trending Upward and Euphoria is. Cinema is originals.
And what kind?
Oh, what kind of music? Kind of like indie pop-ish for cinema.
They're amazing to watch and amazing to listen to. I've gone to see them.
They're so much fun to play with.
Yeah.
I love them.
I'm always looking for bands.
Reach out to them. They're really good.
Oh, stop it.
Dude, they were so good. I sat there and I was like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, it's the good stuff right there.
That's the good stuff right there.
That's the good
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, you know, doing the festivals is hard because trying to find bands, especially when we first started out, it was just really, really difficult just to find 5 bands, 8 bands to play together. And now our shows are bigger, but still it gets hard because some of the bands come in, and they're playing in a different show that has a headliner that has some sort of a radius clause or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and those kind of kill who you can work with sometimes.
Yeah. It's
But
shoot.
But you know, we have a much bigger depth, and I'm always looking for new bands. So metal bands, rock bands. We're going to probably do. I'm trying to put together a country show and a jazz funk blues show.
Hello.
Try and do something a little different, kind of add into.
I will keep y'all in mind when I have students that are ready. I'll send them over.
Definitely.
Obviously, Liar, you know,
Yeah.
you've seen them and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out again. Y'all, I love that.
They were fun.
Yeah,
they were a lot of fun.
they're fun. But anytime I run into some bands, I'll let them
Yeah.
know, like, hey, reach out. It's, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who else? Anybody else got a project that you're working on?
Yeah, I play bass for another band. It's another solo female artist. Pretty much all.
You got to type.
Pretty much. It's pretty much all originals.
What's the name of the band?
It's Rija, which is partially her name. So
Rija.
Rijah. And yeah, we have a show next Friday.
Cool.
In
And
Deep Ellum.
and what type of music?
It's kind of like indie, sad emo music.
Nice.
Indie sad.
I mean, we've been
Let's go.
We've been talking about depression, so
Let's do
it fits.
this.
No.
Let's be depressed all together.
Yeah.
Well, both you guys should fill out the same app.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'll get you on our list to listen to and figure out if because we we have a lot of breadth in the shows that we do that goes anywhere from singer-songwriter to dad rock in the rock shows, and anywhere from heavy hard rock to we're actually going to try trap metal in the next metal show.
Oh, dude,
metal.
let's go.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
So yeah, it's.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
You've seen it?
Unprompted. I didn't even know that was a genre until I saw it once, and I was like,
we actually
Whoa.
had the guy over last night who does trap metal. We've got a couple of bands that do just metal has so many subgenres.
Oh, yeah.
He plays
How you know it's a good
power
band.
metal. But we've got a band that's playing that is Dallas Noise Grind, which I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Metalcore and I guess I found out last night that there is a pirate metal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I need it. Well, have you seen that one Star Wars metal band?
Oh, you were telling me about that.
They're badass. They're so
Was it Glenn? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got to see them live.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I need to do that again. That was a very memorable show. I have a very specific taste. It needs to. I mean, obviously, I like 80s rock. Mm-hmm. One, there needs to be bright colors or just something for me to be like, wait, what is that? And then they need to sound good. So there you go. Those are the only two requirements. But yeah,
I think Galactic Empire did they had like a lightsaber fight on stage before.
That's epic.
Sick.
That's awesome, hell yeah.
Joseph,
That's just awesome, man.
It is.
parking lot later.
We're fighting.
What about you guys, Joseph, Chandler? You got any projects?
Yeah, it's kind of a different thing, but I'm part of a DJ duo.
Okay.
Heck
So
yeah.
with my business partner, John Mark. But you can find us at Polymath Productions on Instagram, or maybe it's Polymath Pros, or DJM is lit with a Z.
Hell's
Hmm.
yeah.
So we do all sorts of events, and it's a lot of fun to get out and DJ for people. So
Is it? Do y'all have a clean set by chance? I want to mention this
Yeah,
real quick.
for sure.
Okay. There's a charity called Melody of Hope that does like paid stuff. I'm gonna send you the information and stuff because they're always like I'm in there and stuff, but like they're always pinging for DJs. So yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know you had that, so that's good.
I thought I mentioned it before. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so you learn all
I need to
sorts of
promote that
things.
more,
in
I
these,
guess.
Gosh,
yeah.
we all need to hang out more. Like
Yeah. How about you, Chandler?
For me, I freelance a lot right now. I've the past couple of years I've been in the corporate scene a lot, doing the top 40 scene, playing under Jordan Kahn, Scott Michaels, and the Aura Band. My main project is Grooveline Dallas. It's another top 40 band. So that's kind of been my bread and butter for the past couple of years. But
Yeah.
I've played all styles: country, hip hop, R&B, pop. I've done just about jazz. I've done just about everything. So
Yeah.
if anybody needs a drummer, depending, if you have original music, you're doing cover stuff, or even if it's some music I've never heard, I'll get it in my ear, listen to it, learn it, and
Yeah.
good to go.
you've been such a blessing. Thank you so much for being here.
All good, no problem. No problem
Appreciate
at
it.
all.
So we talked about all sorts of things about depression and all sorts of depressing things. Let's flip that around a little bit here. Like, what's best experience, best performance, best interaction that you've had in music?
Oh man, I mean, that's like a needle in a haystack because I mean, there's so many. I mean, especially with these guys, like every single show that we have, like we always come out smiling, just yeah. Trust me, like I've been in bands where it's like insufferable.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right. So, like, what's insufferable?
just people, man. Like just I think because musicians can tend to be very emotional creatures. I myself am included in that. I've done some things, but it's when certain people, I think, just they go a little bit off the deep end, and I've seen some things. And I've had one band I joined after a year of being together. They ended up getting in a fight. Two guitarists got in a fight, and then deleted all our music off of everywhere. And all the social media and everything that we worked hard for a year.
Was that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, that's who you're talking about. Okay, yeah,
And,
I was there for that.
I mean,
yeah.
shoot, like, we had just gone out freaking band shopping and stuff just for, like, some stuff,
Right.
you know? And I told Terrence, I'm like, dude, I don't think I can do this anymore.
And I was like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I
and
get
then
it.
tell me why my Bible app sends me a notification that says, why do we experience pain? So every once in a while, I'll look at him during like some sort of catastrophe, and I'm like, why do we experience pain?
I'll just go.
Yeah. Well, I do have a recent story that kind of has both of these things
Sure.
happening.
Sure.
We were playing a show. It's the West Main Festival. They're awesome and stuff.
The snare story.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snare story.
Oh, that's great.
Terrence brought his drum set in. Actually, Andre from Liar Liar was substituting. Terrence was on keys.
Yeah.
Last year was like, I was moving people around. We haven't had a consistent drummer. So yeah, even right now, Chandler substituting. Thank you so much. So we're looking for a drummer. Y'all, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So one of my students, I was like, you know what, Andre, come on in. Let's have fun, right? So Terrence brings his kit. You forgot the snare. So then I'm like, this is a music festival, okay? We can find a freaking snare drum. I walk down, it is hot. I sweat. I'm wearing lashes. I sweat my eyelashes off. I get to the
Hardest show
car,
we've
they
done
just
for sure.
fall off.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It
was
was,
so hot.
those photos are so bad. Like, so bad. I was like, ugh. But yeah, so we're out here in the desert, and the first band I walk up to, it's an acoustic group with a cone. They don't have anything. Then this beautiful band, I see them playing, and I look at the set time, I'm like, they're about to end. And I walk up to them, I'm like, and I bring Mandy, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. She works in car sales, Cadillac. Follow her, Mandy Arcane Official. She's also a solo artist. She's amazing. Beautiful voice, been my best friend for about 6 years now. So yeah, shout out to Mandy. She's with me, and I'm like, okay, I hate to say it like this, but we're two cute women. We can do this. We can do this. We persist. And I walk over there, and I'm like, hi. My name's Chloe. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. My drummer forgot his snare drum. Can we use y'all's for our set? I'll literally pay you. And I think I sent them like $15 for it. 30 maybe. I don't even know. I'm like, musicians need money, man. They refused it at first, but yeah. Shout out to Stonehard. They're great. Very nice people. They let me use the snare drum, and we killed it. We were totally fine. We got a lot of people from that gig, and yeah, so be nice to people is what I'm saying. Be nice to people, be gracious,
Yeah.
and never, my thing, and what I tell my students, I'm like, never put anything bad out at a show. Like, even if somebody wrongs you at a show, be gracious, be graceful. Don't let that show in you. Don't let what other people do define your character. So there you go. Anyway, wholesome. It had a little bit of chaos, had a little bit of happiness and stuff, but overall we pulled through, and it was a great show. And I mean, a couple weeks before that, we went out to Waco, Texas. We all piled in a car except for him.
Yeah.
Actually, another snare incident. I got worried about him. I'm like, somebody needs to call Terrence. I feel like something's wrong. You know, I'm like, can we check on him? Because like he had to ride separate because he was bringing the drum kit. We got Joseph in the back. It's me and Mandy. And, oh my God. We call him. Tell me why. He goes,
No, hold on. I text him.
Yeah.
I just texted our band group chat, and I go, hey, Terrence, you all good? Silence. My Tom fell out the window, and I read that out loud, and we're like, is he messing with us right now? There's no way that happened.
I'm like,
And I'm like, are you for real?
do we
He
need to
goes,
turn
"Yeah."
around?
Yeah, I had the back windows open.
yeah.
I took a turn too
I
hard.
specifically said
we
it fell
believed
into
him.
a river. It fell into a river.
It fell into a creek.
It fell into a creek.
Oh my God! Damn.
Yeah.
I was
And I'm like,
Yeah.
that could happen, I guess.
No. And I'm like, nah. And then I was like,
You might be
wait,
by yourself
but
now,
what
man.
if?
This is the-
And I'm like, okay, we're behind him, I think. Like, we can pull over. Do we need to turn around? Like, and then Mandy's like, okay, I'm wearing shorts. You know, I can go in the river. I can. So yeah, just goofy. Honestly, goofy. It's been a fun time.
It sounds like you wanted a swim break.
Honestly, I just needed something to do. I was driving. It felt like forever, and I wanted to fuck with them a little bit, and it worked. So,
The festival invited us back, so that's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about like the snare drum, and I had to look over at Blake because we were doing a show down at Six Rivers and Six Springs. Thank you.
I love that place.
We went down there and we got everything set up, and he comes over to me and he looks at me and he's like,
Dad, I forgot my drumsticks. Can you go to Guitar Center and
you have one job to do.
So now, long story short, now I keep a pair of sticks in the car.
Yes, of course.
Same, man.
Yep.
I keep them right there,
Same.
right behind my passenger seat, right there. in
Yeah.
the sleeve.
There you go.
Stay
Yep.
right there.
There you go.
So this has been fun, guys. I really
Yes.
appreciate the stories and getting to know you guys a little bit. Can't wait to see you guys perform. It will be
Thank you.
really amazing. Where can people find you?
Well, you find me, Chloe Clemente, on Instagram and Facebook at Chloe Clemente Official. I also have a website, chloeclemente.com. And and then the 3 songs we're going to be playing for y'all, or one, depending, is going to be Say It's Over, Look What You've Done to Me, and This Time Love. All of those are going to be on an EP called Love and War. It's basically just about a couple who's going through some stuff and ultimately chooses to save the relationship over letting everything go. So there you go.
All right, super. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate your time, and come watch these guys play. I'm not sure that this podcast will be out before for this festival, but hopefully we have you at a future fest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Really
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it. Good
you.
to get to know you.
Appreciate you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.